There we go. Sorry about that. Here I am chatting and nobody's listening. Didn't turn on my microphone. How's it going, everybody? How are you? Welcome. How do you like my new camera? Not bad. I um I got some comments from you that the camera needed to change. Well, it was an old camera that I had. I don't know. I bought it 15 years ago or something. Whatever. Um, and it wasn't of the best quality. So I decided to go on Scamazon and pick myself up one. So now you should be able to hear me and see me quite well. Good. Very clear and crisp. Beautiful. All right. We'll shrink me again. You're not here to see me. You're here to see my charts. So let's focus on that. Um, Nice to have everybody with me. It was a nice weekend. Busy weekend for me. Busy weekend. So I'm not quite done the Arujo report, so I'll be getting that out soon. And so let's just start by taking a look at some of these markets here, shall we? Because we got gold that just recently made a really nice drop. Good afternoon. We had gold just make a recent drop. And so some people are asking me, oh, where do you think it's going to go to? How far is this going to drop? What's going to happen with gold? So first things first, we knew that gold was going to drop. Been talking about it for quite some time, and I got some really nasty comments. People are so nasty sometimes. Unbelievable. They come onto the YouTube channel and they're like, "Ah, you said, you said, you said." They just love saying that. When I was warning about not going long, it's because I knew that there was going to be a big drop coming anytime soon, okay? And if you take a look at the time it takes to go up, all right? Look how much time it takes to go up, okay? And then do you see how quickly it falls? All right? You don't want to be caught in that. You don't want to be caught holding a long position when it starts to fall like that. It's not good. The bigger trends are to the upside. The bigger trends are up. So you don't really want to, be buying when it's at all-time highs. That's like the worst time to be buying. You never want to buy something at all-time highs, all right? Unless you know what you're doing. There's times where you can do it. But the banks were pushing price at all-time highs, and they were, reaching near maximum size with their positions. So that's the ultimate setup for disaster. And so, so you have to understand context. Why am I not saying don't get in? Why am I saying don't get into a long position? Why am I warning you about how the banks are luring retail traders into buying? Because they were, okay? Yeah, they push price up, but people don't see the bigger picture. They just tend to focus on, oh, but you said, you said that they're luring traders into buying. No, that's not what I'm saying, man. You're taking it the wrong way. I'm saying this is the wrong time to be buying. And yes, they would want retail traders to be buying since they need to offload their long positions. You see, all it would take is somebody to scan through our videos and spend some time actually watching our videos, and then they'd have a good idea of what it is that we're talking about. But people don't commit and put the time. So they come onto the channel and they just see something. They probably wanted to go long, and then I talked them out of it, and then they saw price go up, and then they have that fear of missing out kick in. This is not a trader. A trader doesn't feel, like they're missing out on anything. If you know the dangers, you don't care about missing out. Even if it continues to go up, that's fine, because it's dangerous, and at any time it could have turned. So this is what we had with gold. And this big move, this is what I was talking about. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And when we look at the latest set of data, you can see it's exactly what I was talking about, okay? Look at their positions here. 371, look at where they are now, 316. How do you think the banks reduced their positions from 371 to 316? How do you think that happened? you need somebody to take on your long positions if you're gonna be offloading, right? So so this is what I was talking about. Be very careful. Maximum size was 408,000. We were at 371s. How much more upside do you think there is? We're at all-time highs. How much more upside? You want to go long when the banks are like itching to take profits on their long positions? No, you don't. And this is why I was warning people. You don't want to get in long. Yeah, let it continue to go higher. Who cares? All right? It's gonna come back. And when it comes back, it's gonna come into an institutional buying zone. And when it does that, we'll see proof of them buying or not. And if we see proof of them buying, then guess what? Then we are a buyer. That's intelligent trading. That's why I make money and people like that don't make money, is because they have a fear, oh, it's moving up. You told us be careful, and then I didn't buy. And okay, all right, don't get it. I'm here to teach you. If you don't want to learn, then just, go somewhere else. But I'm here to teach you how to make money consistently. All right? I'm teaching you these lessons, valuable lessons. If you don't listen, that's not my problem. I'm here to help. So now you see, okay? Now you see the proof. Now you see exactly what I was talking about. Would you like to be holding a long position at the highs right now? No, you wouldn't. Yeah, neither would I. All right, so we have price retracing now. So what do we expect? Well, here's the deal. When it comes to where I'd like to be buying gold, I'm looking at this area here. Okay? This is the area that I'm looking at. So I'm going to be watching as price enters into this area. And I'm not a huge fan of this massive drop here that we have here on gold on the daily chart. I'm not a massive fan of it. I would have preferred for it to come down in a different manner. And students know what I'm talking about because we talk about this all the time. But what I am going to be watching for is how price comes down and reacts to this area, okay? Could it go higher? Sure, it can come up here. There's an area here that we could see a reversal from. But the important area is down here. Very important area. If I see price coming down here and start building momentum, okay, and if you guys trade chart patterns, you know all the chart patterns that look bullish, right? What are the chart patterns that look bullish, right? Bullish engulfs, all that stuff. Yep. And so you know what we're talking about. You all have different methods. Here at the school, we have a very specific method of how to locate when momentum is shifting, and it has really nothing to do with chart patterns. It has to do with institutional buying and selling, okay? And if they're going to bring it price down into this institutional buying zone, then I'm going to expect them to start buying. If this is what I believe is going to happen, I'm going to be watching for buying. And I know what it looks like when the banks come in and start buying. And so if I see them start buying and start creating demand zones, then I'm going to be taking trades off that demand zone, okay? That's how it's going to work. So I'm going to be watching that specifically to see how we react from there. Very key area. So, for the time being, momentum to the upside short term, for sure, okay, for sure. But over the medium term, I expect to see price drop. And my bias is very long-term bullish, for sure, okay? And why do I have a bullish bias long-term? Simply because we have uptrends on all the time frames, all the higher time frames, we have uptrends, okay? All, I should say, monthly time frame. And when you look at charts above monthly, you can see that all the trends are to the upside. So this area here is the key spot. Okay, if I see buying, I see momentum shift to the upside, then I'm a buyer as well. Okay, ladies and gents, very good. I'll leave you with that. We've gone just over 10 minutes. I like to normally keep them about 10 minutes, these episodes. Lately, we've been going a little bit over, but that's okay. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we'd love to have you join in on these morning sessions. so we can educate you on what's happening in the markets and maybe even prevent you from making some big mistakes. All right? You take care. Have a good one. Bye.